video. You guys are all doing great today. Should get set up here. All right. Hope everybody's doing well on this fine Tuesday. Keep thinking it's Monday for some reason. I don't know why. But hope everybody's doing all right today. Hello, hello. Okay, so we have got Carnivac, and I'll get these guys already here. I really wish, I just want to say this really quick, because I just got this 2-pack. I want to say about a week and a half ago, maybe, with him and Iron Fist or Fistatron, whatever you want to call him. It's really Iron Fist to me, but I was really excited for this Carnivac. I was, obviously they still haven't mastered the fact of doing a Pretender shell yet. I don't think it's nearly as hard as people think it would be, or Hasbro thinks it would be, to create a shell for a bot. I just think if you make it like a leader class figure with a shell that goes over a deluxe class figure, I think that would work. So like a leader class shell, but make it like a leader figure. You know what I mean? I think that could work for Carnivac. I have some tolerance issues with this, and there's definitely some heavy mold degradation because his mold is like 10 or 11 years old at this point. The feet are real weird. I got these panels that cover up the forearms that are real chintzy, kind of, and like the plastic quality feels really kind of cheap. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about him. I'm gonna probably do a review just because he's another one of those very um, obscure characters that not a lot of people really talk about that I actually really really enjoy. So, um, but anyway, we'll talk about Carnivac some other time. I just want to talk about him, give him a spotlight for a second there. But here today, we are here to talk about some Blokees. I only had like a couple Blokees before. Let's get Wheelie in here, a little Wheelie. I only had like a couple Blokees, and this is my first full set of getting Blokees Galaxy version model kits. This is really the only scale that I like for Blokees, and I think really the only scale for me that I prefer. There's nothing really else on the box. It's just kind of bland. It just shows you all the other figures that are in the case assortment. And there is a hidden style Rodimus Prime, which I'm hoping I get because I actually always liked Rodimus Prime. And I always liked Hot Rod. So somebody just got yelled at. Oh no. And sorry if you can hear construction outside. Not really anything we can do about it. We're having a garage built and there's a lot of construction for like the next 8 to 10 weeks. Yeah, so let's get this opened up. I'm gonna try and figure out how to. I see a little bit of a opening section right here, and we'll just tear that open here. And I'll do it off screen, so I'm not bumping into the camera or anything like that. And yep, there goes that, whatever that was. Okay, well, packaging is now destroyed. All right, so we have 9 figures here, and these are all blind boxes. So there's one. And then there's another one. They're all going to have the same photo. Well, actually, they don't have the same photo, but it's like two photos, I think. And we're going to open up each one and build each one here on the live stream today. I thought this would be something a little bit fun and different to do. I've always liked model kits, so I figured, what the hell, let's do that today. Do something a little bit different. And I've always, you know, I don't know what it is about Blockies. Like, I always hated Pop Funkos because they don't do anything. But Blockies can actually, like, pose, articulate. Obviously, they don't transform. That's their main crux or caveat to these figures, but um, which is unfortunate. But these are just kind of, you know, they're model kits, and not all model kits are going to be able to transform. You know, um, and especially at a $5 price point. So that's a major thing. Or price, I shouldn't say price point. It makes me sound like some sort of corporate shill or something. I don't know. But yeah, these are always like, I like the stylization of them. And they're just fun little figures to, you know, if you got some time to kill, spend some time playing with them. I'm not going all in on these. There's a few characters. Like I got, what was it? I got Jetfire. I really wanted Six Shot and this, and there's actually a few characters that I wanted, like Rekar and Scorponok and Rodimus Prime and Galvatron and Six Shot in this. So there was a lot in this wave that I'd like to get, and I would like to, you know, get a Optimus Prime, because you got to have an Optimus Prime. I have Sunstreaker. He was the first Blockies I ever bought, and because that was just a straight up blind box. And then I got Smokescreen, Hook, Tarn, and I'm trying to think who else. I think that might be it as far as Blockies before this set goes. And I'm attempting to open these as fast as I can. There we go. Just rip it open. Damn it. Rip that nonsense open. Alright. There we go. There's another one. And like I said, these are like $4 or $5 a pop, which is super duper cheap for, I think, what you're getting. Now, granted, you're not. It's pretty much a lot of the stuff is repeated sprues and stuff like that. But it's a lot of fun to build these little guys. And some of them have like definitely unique sculpts to them, as far as like chest pieces and leg pieces. So that's always cool to see. And then obviously the head sculpts, and even though some of the accessories are, you know, some of them are reused, but a lot are unique. There's some waves. So I always try to go after the unique ones and go from there as I continue to open these as fast as I can. Excuse me, that was rude. All right, there's that. And I've totally forgot my vape, which I'm going to have to go get because I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off today. And today's going by really, really quick, too. Like, I think I woke up at like 8 o'clock today. Today's one of the few days off I have. But yeah, I don't know. We had a bunch of stuff we had to do around the house before they came in, because they're putting in the footings for the new garage. And this is loud and obnoxious. I should just mute while I'm doing this, huh? Whee! Oh well. That's the point of doing it live. We're going to do it live! There we go. One more. Holy Moses. Get out of here. Always some sort of text or notification that has to pop up while I'm doing a live stream. Every time. There's always some sort of like interruption or something. Every time. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Last one. My God, that took almost 10 minutes. I've wasted your time for 10 minutes. Alright, so the first one, I'll get all these out of the way. And we'll just do Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, my mother said to here. Okay, that one first. There we go. That was the weirdest eeny, meeny, miny, mo I've ever done. All right, let's just rip it open because these are all blind boxes. There we go. All right, so I'll get rid of that. Get that out of here. Now they do come with instructions. I'm pretty, vested and know how to do these by now. When I first got my first Blockies, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I think the first one we got Cyclonus. So I guess because before, I want to say with the earlier waves, when we got instructions, it was pretty much like generalized. It had like every single figure on there from the wave, and it just showed like the differences between the severals. But there we go. We got us a Cyclonus. All right. So let's go ahead and build us a Cyclonus here. I'm gonna do that. I see my lights are a little bit too bright. So we got a whole bunch of pieces now, and I'm gonna take all the hands out. And I noticed, am I going crazy here? Okay. So I'm not used to these newer kits. I'm used to the old ones that had the elbow joints on a sprue, but now they're no longer on a sprue that you have to take off. Only the hands are. So that's interesting. Huh. And I wonder if these are engineered a little bit different now. So it might take me a minute to kind of figure some of this out. But I know pretty much how to do all of these from the previous kits that I've done. So you just want to take your legs and do a bunch of this. Make your calf or your shin, your lower leg, whatever you want to call that. Just click those into place, and then we'll set those aside for now. I also noticed there's no display base. That's weird. Huh. Yeah. So I guess getting rid of the sprues, adding new pieces, they got rid of the display stand, which is that kind of sucks a little bit. Kind of like the display stands, so they could all interconnect. All right, next up, we want to take our little clear piece right here and plug it right in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Remember the plug-in commercials? Plug it in. Plug it in. Sometimes, like when you're pushing it in, you do want to hear that snap, but sometimes it gives you a lot of resistance. So what I usually do is I'll just take the fetuses, and pop it in, and then I'll push it like that until you hear the second pop. Just be careful. This is clear plastic. It's not the most durable of all plastics. I kind of wish they would go to a solid plastic for those pegs, especially them being a foot joint and the neck joint, which we're going to assemble right here. Oh wait, that's different too? Huh. Okay. Because usually we would just put the peg right there. There's his gun. I wonder if we have different neck joints now. I better look at the instructions because this is okay. Yeah, so we have an actual. Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. I like that quite a bit. So they're almost there with their neck joints and stuff. They're getting closer. Let me put this not upside down there. There, you want the shorter side like that in there. And let me scoot up a little bit so we're not looking weird. There we go. That's what you want right there. And then we'll grab our chesticle piece. And wait, I think I gotta attach the arms. Yeah, I gotta do this first. And that's how you want to have them, at least for this guy, I'm pretty sure, or at least for the majority of them. I would like also to get who talks like that? I would like to also get a Grimlock, and I'm really hoping that they make eventually a Star Saber because he is my favorite. He is my favorite character. All right, so there we go with that. And then We want the crotchal piece. Where's my crotchal piece? Do we have a new crotch piece? Oh, we have a new crotch thing going on here. Look at that. That's a... Oh, wait, maybe we don't. Am I tripping? No. That's the knee. There's the crotch. Is this the crotch piece now? Holy. That can't be right. Is it? Oh, we have different... Oh, okay. So now we have to assemble the crotch. My dog will just not shut up right now. He is just going ham right now. Like, I'm all back. I'm gonna back. I'm gonna back. All right, so I guess this goes like this now. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of new stuff to this. I wonder if this is supposed to go that way. Like that, maybe. Because it was kind of falling off. Let me see what the picture shows. No, it shows it's supposed to be angled downward, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like this. Like that. But it's rather loose. Let me see here. Take another look. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Well, I mean, the crotch piece probably keeps it stable. I can't tell. It's hard to see. But we'll just attach the crotch piece. Let me see if there's any difference in the crotch here. Okay, yeah, so you want to have the finished side up first. And then you want to plug it in like the light. Plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. Whoa, as I drop stuff. Plug it in, plug it in. And there we go. So the crotch piece is definitely different. We used to just have a kind of like a barbell T-joint system, where now we have a two kind of pronged attack, but now you get this really, instead of just a waist swivel, you get this really nice pivot, which is good. So that's really great. I like that quite a bit. And then we've got our face pieces. So everything else should be pretty similar. It's just that everything comes assembled already. So like your elbow joints, your knee joints. And now I believe we have double jointed knees. That's crazy. Where in the other waves, we had single jointed knees. That's sick. That is sick. I like that. I like it up. There we go. And then we get to put our, this is going to go into the back. Crikey. And that's upside down, stupid. That's just going to go there. And that's just a finishing piece right there. So there's that. And then we'll do the leginal, the leg regions. Pop that on. And then we do, where are you? Pop that. Sorry, I'm going a little slow just because some of these bits are new. And I'm not used to them. So I'm just trying to get the lay of the land here. And that's what you want to do with that. Finish side out towards you. It does definitely hinder some of the movement because of the shoulder pads, but I think it's still going to be all right, though. All right, let's go ahead and put these nice double jointed. Are they the double jointed? Double check here. I don't want to put the wrong thing on here. No, they're double jointed. Yeah, they're double jointed knees. Okay, that's what I thought. So just pop these in like that. And then you want to have this side sticking out so they bend like, wait, is that the right way? Yeah, like that. So I mean, they're definitely longer knees now, but they do have double joints, which is super duper cool. And I wonder if he's definitely probably going to stand a lot taller now, which is pretty awesome too. Because Cyclona should be a little bit taller, and I wonder if they're going to start getting into like scale and stuff like that, so they're just kind of making them all uniform, Because that was kind of like Blokees' thing, is like some of these guys and gals were shorter or taller. And then you get into blockies and they're kind of all pretty uniform. All right, I'm just going to put the elbows in and you just pop it in. 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 Okay, so this is different. Let me see what we're doing here differently. All right, so we want to put this, I believe, over. This is like a, get the friggin' hair out of here. Put this, I think, over that. Is that right? Let's see here. What are we doing? What are we doing here, Billy? Yeah, I think this goes. What is this for? What? Tripping? Tripping. Oh, wait. Do I have this on? Oh, I see what I did. I'm like a doofus. This is like a covering piece, so I gotta take these elbows off. This goes and connects with that because I'm not reading the instructions. And there's also a little bit of panel lining here. So let me take this one off. Get off of it. So there's that. And then we want to listen to dogs bark downstairs. And then plug that in, right? Which did I do this right? No, this is right. Pretty sure. Oh, Dusty. Forever barking at everything and nothing at the same time. Yeah, that's not right. I thought it was supposed to go like this. Alright, let me take this off because I think I goofed. No, that's right. Yeah, that's definitely right. Alright. Okay. So we'll go ahead and I'll just attach the elbow joint here to that. And then I'll grab a hand here, plug that in, and then we'll grab this. We'll plug this into the elbow. Plug that in, and then grab another hand. We'll do open. We'll do closed hand for both. There we go. And then you want to have the wings splayed out like that. And then I'm trying to figure out this arm situation here. The elbow joint. It's showing that the elbow's like flat. No, it's not. Is this the, oh, I'm a doofus. I'm a double-sided doofus. So this has to go, I was looking at the friggin' legs, dude. Are these the legs? Yeah, those are the legs. Okay, so I got the friggin' arms on where the legs are supposed to, oh my God, what am I doing here? Jesus. Those are the legs. They fit right over that. I'm such an idiot. Oh man. Everybody's probably rolling their eyes. They're probably like, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. What the hell are you doing? And then we could switch that around to the finish side. There we go. Now I'm back on track here. I apologize there. There we go. That looks a lot better. So it's the double jointed. That's why they have this extra piece now. So there was that. For some reason I don't know why I thought these were the leg pieces, but I should have known better because there's always two pegs on the side, and these pegs have to lock in the shoulders like that. Oh my God, my dog will not. He is tripping right now. He is going crazy. There we go. With that and that and that and that. Really like the purples and everything on here. I really like this new joint for the head. And I promise I'll probably be a lot faster with the next one. Just because um, I now know the lay of the land with this, so I know how it's kind of has to work. Now these have to go into the eyes. I hate having fucking big fingers. It's annoying. Stop having big fingers, Billy. All right, there we go with that, and then you want to put that on like that, and then he's got his little red eyes. There we go. And there's that, and then we put his gun in his hand, and there's a Cyclonus. His chin sticks out a little bit. I gotta push this head in further. There we go. And there you go. And there is a Cyclonus for you. No display stand anymore, but I think you're getting a little bit better quality with double jointed knees now. You do still get the little card, which the cards are improved over the little pucks that they came with before for like here's Hook. So, I mean, you're getting a better card here. And there's QR codes if you want to QR code your face off right there. But there's Cyclonus, and like I said, it still comes with the obligatory extra hands. And let me bring him in here so we can take a look at him. He looks pretty good. I really like this new ball jointed waist. That's really nice out of the old swivel waist that they had. Still got the single jointed arms, but they get a good range of motion right there. And then the double jointed knees. Look at that. That's pretty good, dude. That is pretty good right there. There we go. And yeah, he poses pretty well. Especially with those new knees, man. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so that's garbage. All right, next one. Let's grab the next box. There's Cyclonus. I'll give you guys another shot at him. Another look. It's always good to have, if you're going to have a Galvatron in a set, to have a Cyclonus with him, you know? It's his right-hand man. And then, I can't remember, is Scourge in here? No, there's no Scourge. But at least you got Cyclonus and Galvatron together. That's good. So there's that. All right, we'll scoot him aside for now. And we'll open up the next one. All right, let's see what we got. Hopefully it's that... I'm not going to look at the instructions. Now, I do have one of these in there. I don't know what that means. If that means something else, I don't know. All right, I'm not going to look at the instructions. I'm closing my eyes. I'm going to move that over there. I'm not going to look at it. We're just going to open it. So I don't know who it is. And we got a Warpath. Okay. Cool. I always liked Warpath. Never got the Earthrise, or was it Earthrise, or I think it was Kingdom Warpath. I would like to get him, but for some reason he's going for like ridiculous prices. It's like either re-release that guy or re-release that guy. That would be nice. All right, so there's the sprue with the hands. We'll just throw that in the garbage. And then we've got a whole bunch of pieces. Look, we even have like effects and stuff like that. Look at this, dude. That's sick. And you can plug that effect into there. That's cool. That's sick. And then we got like the little, look at this. This is fun, dude. This is fun, dude. All right, plug that in. I'm going to try and hurry the hell up here. Plug that in, and plug and play. Hey. What are some of your favorite Transformers characters? I gotta put the arms on first. I want to say mine are probably, obviously Optimus Prime's always going to be in the top 10 because it's friggin' Optimus Prime. He's always going to be there. That's like friggin' dad right there, Um, but I want to say, as far as others go, Smokescreen's always held a special place in my heart. And I want to say, I didn't, when I was a kid, I didn't initially, I didn't like Rodimus's or Hot Rod's initial design, but then it kind of grew on me. I didn't mind his character because it reminded me of essentially the, you know, I want to say a little bit more humble version of Falcon from the G.I. Joe movie, because both movies have very similar themes as far as like the new, younger, up and coming guy taking over for the veteran, and they kill him off and all that stuff. And I think I have that backwards. But with Duke, they got a little scared. They were like, "Oh yeah, we got a lot of backlash for Prime dying, so we better not do that with Duke." You know. But similar themes between the two, and I've always liked that. You got to have the guy struggle a little bit so he can really redeem himself, and I think they both do a good job. Am I missing a friggin' shoulder piece here? I am definitely missing a shoulder piece. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Unless I'm like overlooking it. Uh-oh. I have this. I have that. I have all this stuff. I'm looking for this shoulder piece because I only have one. And we're supposed to have two. Uh-oh. That means I can't build them if I can't find it. Did it go flying somewhere? I didn't open it very aggressively, which is weird. Maybe it's like stuck on another piece or something like that. Sometimes that happens. No, not in there. Maybe it's hiding in another piece. All right, not in there. Under here? No. Over there? No, 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 no. Yeah, I think I got shorted a elbow piece. I wonder. I can't build him now. Okay, well, I guess I can build the head. We can do that, I guess. That's unfortunate and frustrating. I'm not sure which way this head's supposed to go. I think like this, maybe. Which way you go, sir? This way you go? No? Maybe it goes, oh, it goes like this. It's gonna go like this. Bam. Like that. And then, where's the faceplate? Oh, there it is. Okay. And then it's gonna get sandwiched like that. And then there you got your head. Oh, well, I guess I can assemble everything else and then just bag it up, but no, I can't build this character. I'll have to reach out to Blokees because I bought it direct from them. And I don't know. That's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Unless I'm really going nuts here. I'm pretty sure I don't see it. I might have an extra shoulder joint. from one of my other kits, but I don't know. I gotta go find that. I have to go find the other kits. I think they're downstairs somewhere. I'm not going to do that right now. So they got these little like tank tread covering pieces for the feet. And you just want to pop those on like that. That's it. And then pop them on the feet. Doesn't matter which one because they're ambidextrous. And then I usually try and give it another little pinch to see if we need another poppage in the foot joint. We don't. Okay, we're good. I can put the head on at least. There we go. And now he's done. he's a dying warpath. So yeah, I can't do any of that. I guess I can assemble the arms. There we go. The elbows in. There we go with that. And then this one over here. There we go with that. Oh, I'm going to swivel that one. There we go. And then the legs. I guess we can put the legs on. There we go. We'll just do that. Laces out. There we go. And put the covering over it again. There we go. Yep, that's right. And then where's the other covering? I'm missing a friggin' covering too? Oh my god, dude. I'm missing like multiple pieces in here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh my god, man. What's going on today? Yeah, so I can't do that. I can't do the other. I guess I could do the one arm. I can't believe I'm missing the friggin' elbow piece. It's so weird. I've never had one issue like that before. That sucks. That is very unfortunate. Unfortunate. I was looking forward to building him. That sucks. Sucks. There we go. I'll just put that on there. I'll attach the legs, I guess. And that's an arm. Stupid. You can't put the arm on. This is how I'll put the arm on. There you go. What a great kit. I'm trying to see. Maybe it flew behind something. I don't think it did because I just like dumped it out. Sometimes stuff be bouncing in weird ways. Stuff be bouncing in weird ways, you know. But I don't see it. All right. Well, we'll just move on to the next one. As soon as I plug this in, I'll plug that in. That's does not make me very happy. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, I'll have to reach out to them. They could probably send me another figure or a kit or something for replacement because I can't do anything else with this guy. Now that's annoyingly frustrating. Annoyingly frustrating. Annoyingly frustrating. Well, now I gotta bag him up because I can't do Warpath now. Ah, Lord. It's always something in life. Always something. I got extra neck joints up the wazoo, but no extra arm joints, which sucks. Okay, well, no use crying over spilled milk. It's over and done with. Let's move on. I'll just put the instructions with him too, and his little blast piece. Maybe it fell underneath the. No, it's not there either. If I see it, I will grab it if I happen to see it. But anyway, let's get the next one. Yeah, if I see it, I'll go ahead and I'll finish building them. But I don't see that piece anywhere. Did it fall under you, Wheelie? No. All right. I'm gonna not look at the instructions. I'm gonna not look at the instructions. I'm gonna not look at the instructions. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna put it over here behind me. There we go. And we'll get rid of the box. There we go. Let's open that. We'll open this up, and I want to say we got a Hot Rod, or we got a Rodimus Prime. Sick. I wonder if this is which one this is. Maybe it's like the super rare one or something. I don't think it is. It doesn't look all that shiny, but I'm happy to have a Rodimus Prime regardless. I really liked his Kingdom figure. I have it, and I'm glad I bought it when I did, because now it's like some people want like $200 for that damn thing. My good grief. So we'll just put that there. There's Rodimus right there. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like. There you go. I think this is just the standard one, so that means I'm probably not going to get the special one, but that's okay. That's all right. Yeah. So let's get my least favorite thing to do. Let's make sure we got all our pieces first. I'm going to go through this and make sure that we have this. Okay, what's going on here? Am I going crazy? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. There's one shoulder joint. There's the other shoulder joint, thank God. So now I can actually build the guy. Let's make sure we have everything else. And I'm not missing anything else. There's his gun, and there's his part of his head, and here's the other part of his head, and there's the other part of his head. All right, and let's do my least favorite portion, which is the crotchinold region. And there's already really only one way this can go. There's a peg and a slide right there. It can only go one way. Oh, I'm way off camera, sorry. There's a little like groove right there, and then there's a peg, and it only slides in one way. So there you go. All right, let's move the finish side in first and plug that in. There we go with that. Are you going to plug in? There we go. And then this side in like that. And a little bit of pressure. Squeeze it in. Just squeeze it in. Just squeeze it in, he says. All right, I'll take the chest piece with the Matrix of Leadership. And we'll do some poppage of on for that. There we go. Kind of snaps. I might have to move the waist a little bit, but that's a-okay. I feel like I'm moving over. There we go. I don't know why I'm doing that. Sorry about that. And I'm pretty sure this piece goes on next. I am blind winging it right now. And then this piece goes over the Matrix for his chest covering, which is pretty cool. Now we get 3 pieces for the chest. Pretty nice. I don't know what the hell that is. It's probably maybe part of his foot or something. I don't know. Let's assemble the legs. Legs go on like that. And then we'll put our clear peg in like this. All right, that's just going to stay like that. I didn't want to snap in, so I'm not going to force it until we get the foot. And then that just going to pop in. And pop it in there. And that one went in a little bit better. All right, next we got our fetuses, or feti, plural. Double plural. There we go. Pop, 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 pop goes the weasel, the weasel. Pop, pop goes the weasel, the weasel. Pop goes the weasel, because the weasel goes pop. Right. So there's that. And then we want to put the shoulder assembly on these little grooves. You just want to pop those on like that. And then little grooves. I really like the sculpt. Looks pretty good on these little guys. The detail, it's pretty good, man. Maybe it's kind of wobbly a little bit. But maybe that's intentional for articulation's sake. Or maybe it does have to go down a little bit more. I don't know. I don't think so, though. As far as like movies go recently, Dem Guts, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? Something broke? Wait, hold on. Or missing? Missing. I didn't have a shoulder piece. Um, I guess I guess there's like a shoulder piece that it's supposed to come with Warpath, and it was missing. So these little connector points right here for the shoulder. I only had one of those for Warpath, but I got all my stuff for Cyclonus and Rodimus, so I double checked all the pieces, but for some reason they gypped me. So I'm gonna have to, like I said, I bought this directly from Blokees, so I'll have to contact them and be like, "Yo, man, send me a shoulder joint, dude. That's all I need in my life is my shoulder joint." Yeah, Blokees are awesome. I like them, man. They're fun. They're fun little figures. Now imagine if they transformed too. It would be even cooler, you know. Um, oh, I don't think I ever finished. My ADD kicked in. I just realized I was talking about like our favorite Transformers characters, and I think I went off on a tangent there at some point and forgot what I was talking about. Oh boy. And that goes like that, I believe, yes. And then goes like a that, and then goes like a this. Like it. Oh no! Did I put the crotch in upside down? I did. I knew the crotch was filling in. Last thing you mentioned was movies. Oh yeah, so I saw. That's right. ADHD, man. I'm telling you, it's a struggle sometimes. Um, I watched Obsession last night with Jen, and it was a fun movie. It was a little ridiculous at times, but it was fun. I don't think it's like really like the greatest thing since sliced bread, like most people are making it out to be like. But I think it's a good, solid movie. What is going on here? I'm doing no, that's the right way. Okay. It's like the crotch piece is like super duper loose for some reason. But yeah, I saw it. It was fun. How'd you get how hold on. How'd you get the beans over the Frank? Right? I don't know. For some reason I got those beans over that Frank, man. It was just am I tripping here? What am I doing wrong? Oh my god. I'm just all over the place today. All right, that's got to go like that. That's what was your? I'm just like can't focus today for some reason. There we go. Sorry, wasting time here. I am not a good multitasker. I'm at work. I'm a great multitasker. At home, I'm terrible. There we go. That took way longer than it needed to. All right, and then I know it's probably frustrating for you guys at home. You're probably like, "Oh my god, hurry up, hurry up! That's not the finish side. Hurry up!" I'm doing my best. Doing my bestest. My bestest. There we go. We're almost there. But I'm also not in a rush either to do this stuff. So this is just fun for me. There we go. We got the neck. And we'll do the head. I want to say maybe the head is probably my least favorite part to do. Just because my thumbs are like big and annoying to get these small pieces. And then sometimes you got to like wedge these pieces in weird ways. And I'm not necessarily looking at it the right way. Like this is supposed to go like this now, which I wasn't doing the right way the whole time. Or is it? No, yeah, those are the eyeballs. Because you want the eyeballs to fit in a certain way so they plug into the eye correctly. But it's like sometimes it's stuff's in a weird shape, and you're like, "What the hell? How the hell is that supposed to work?" You know. But yeah, Saw Obsession. That was it was, you know, there was a couple jump scares that got me in it, and the creepy shit of like, I don't know. I guess this isn't really like spoiler territory here, but there's some creepy shit where like visually, like I'm more of a visual person as far as like when uh with horror, not like gore. This is definitely not right. I have the I definitely have the head on upside down here. Stupid. Um, there we go. That's better. Follow the shapes, Anthony. You were really bad at your shapes when you were a kid, weren't you? Um, but yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. That's a hell of a lot better. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely not like I like. I mean, I like my gory movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all the classics and stuff like that. But when it comes to like crazy fun horror stuff like that, or stuff that really actually gets me, it's the visual stuff that gets me. So like The Grudge, the original Grudge, stuff like that will get me. Or it's like something kind of creeping or staring at you through a window. That creeps me the shit out. Creeps me the shit out. That's a great way to say that. But but yeah, you know, that's how it goes. Everybody's different. Everybody different. I'm just gonna give him the closed fists, but yeah, man, this is looking pretty good. And he's got his little backpack, his Lizzle backpack. Last movie I watched was Motu. Oh yeah, I still have not seen it. Um, but I want to. I want to see it. We're gonna go. I think a couple weeks ago to see it, but the theater that we want to go to is like 40 minutes away, and 40 minutes. It's like we'd be driving for 40 minutes to go to an AMC, right? Then we would have to, spend money on popcorn and drinks and candy and such, and then paying for the movie. Also, it's like $100 friggin' movie experience. I'm not trying to do all that. That's insane. So we're like, screw it. I'll just wait until it's free and watch it. That's been I think my main thing as to why I don't go see movies really anymore. It's just the experience isn't really all that great anymore. And when you can just watch it at home, I know that sounds bad because, we want to support our theaters and stuff, but like it's not fun to go to some of these theaters, especially with people making noise, pounding, slamming, talking on their phone. There's a kid crying, someone farted, or whatever. Or there's like some theaters have been known to have bed bugs, and I don't mess around with stuff like that. So I just keep my ass at home and wait for them to be free to watch. So there you go. There is Rodimus, by the way, and I really, really like this. This is very nice. I was really looking forward to getting a Blokees Rodimus, and I'm really liking this updated articulation range of motion for these guys. And I'll go through all that once I get this done. But I just wanted to show you guys do a quick 360 of him. I really like the pipes. Like this is definitely like a nice, unique, and even has hinges over here for the spoiler wings. And yeah, man, he looks great. I've always liked, when he went full Rodimus Prime. All right. Next up, next blind box. What we got here? What we got? Let's see. All right, some clotheslines. I'm gonna feel around for the instruction book. I'm gonna move it over here. I still never even got the other instruction book. Maybe I probably should use the instruction book. And then we got this silica stuff. Throw that over there. All right, let's see what we got next. I'm hoping for Six Shot is next. And no, we did not get Six Shot. We got Brawn. I'm going to make sure that we have all our parts. we got Braun. Braun's fun. He's a fun figure. I remember what was it on? I think what was it on that? Remember that old Power of the Primes fan vote all those years ago? I think was it Braun? No, it was Hound. I'm sorry. Hound was on the fan vote for who should be the next Prime. And I was like, oh god, they're just gonna pick Optimus Primal, which ugh, why? I still think that Starsaber should have won that vote. I think Hasbro already had it in their heads that they were going to make Optimus Primal the next Prime, by the way, which is kind of lame, really. I mean, why bother doing a fan vote if you're just going to make the thing? Then just take him out of the voting and offer the voting to somebody else. Lots of new pieces with Braun, by the way, that I'm noticing. Let's make sure we have our shoulder joints here. I'm seeing knee joints. I'm seeing a somehow connected. Oh, okay. I thought that was connected. I am not seeing any shoulder joints. Unless they're different. Maybe, no, that's a leg joint. All right, let's just go ahead and start building. I don't see another joint, though. Is it supposed to intentionally be missing? I don't think so, because those, arm joints. Oh, not again. Let me look at the instructions. Make sure I'm not wrong. But yeah. Uh-oh. What's going on over there? Oh, there they are. Okay, they were hiding. I was like, Jesus, two in the same. I was looking for green shoulders, and I got the gray ones. Okay, all right, so we're good. We're good. Let's get that out of here. What the hell was I talking about before? Oh my god, brain is just fried today. The brain's not working. That's a nice chest piece. Let's get that closed in. There we go. Looks good. That look good. That look good right there. That right there. That look good right there. Can I pet that dog? I'm gonna pet that dog. The next prime thing. The next prime was the last thing I mentioned. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that's the same thing. Like Guts is I really wanted to support the He-Man movie too by going to see it, but I'm just like I just can't bring myself to spend that much money right now. I just can't. I can't do that. And it going to Optimus Primal. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think Star Saber they were in line to have him win, but then they were like, oh god, people don't really know who Star Saber is. He's not really all that. Um, in Japan he is, but over here people for the longest time were like, who the hell's that? And then they ruined his character in IDW. I hate that freaking version of. Ugh. I love the design of him in the IDW comics, but the freaking character sucks, dude. So there we go. I'm just building while talking. Pretty self-explanatory stuff. But yeah, I was pretty let down by that. I think I mean, even if it was Death Source that won, I would have been happy too, because he's another really awesome character. But like some of the others that were on there, it was weird, dude. He had like Hound, which is weird to make as a prime, but I mean, I would have liked to see a prime, what Hound would have looked like as a prime. I think the more intelligent thing would have been to take everybody on that fan vote and make them into what they would look like if they were a prime. at least on that fan vote. Now I'm not sure how much different Star Saber would have looked, but there's got to be some sort of differentiation between your regular look and then you as a prime. You know, um, where Ultra Magnus held the matrix of leadership, he was never officially a prime. That title never was his. So I'm just curious, and he was also a part of the fan vote, also. But it's like you never thought he was going to win it, just because of his history and not taking it. But I still think that there's room for improvement there. I still think that he could eventually be a prime. Just because you don't want something doesn't mean that it doesn't happen anyway for you. I mean, look at most of the stories in history with like Jesus and stuff like that. I'm not religious or anything like that, but I went to Catholic school, and he didn't want the responsibility. You know, a lot of people don't want the responsibility, but they have to somehow take it. Like Rodimus, he didn't know how to deal with the responsibility of being a prime, and it's a lot of, it's a heavy weight on your shoulders, and that's tough. It's a tough burden to bear. All right, where's your face? There we go. There's your face. There we go. This one's much faster to work with. Oh, he looks great. Sorry, you're gonna hear chainsaws now. Oh, I didn't put his. Did I put? No. Wait. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I'm doing it right. I'm starting to think I'm working better when I'm just talking about other stuff. Oh, there we go. And then we'll do an open hand this time for him, and closed one on this side. And then, oh wait, you know what? He's got the drill hand. Gotta give him the drill hand. Oh, there goes his arm. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Drill hand. And then we can give him an open hand on the right side. There we go. Drill hand. Oh, this guy looks great, dude. Look at that. And then here's the back of the sculpt. Sorry, I know that. I don't know why they're chainsawing out there. They're building footings for the foundation. Anyway. Oh, they're probably cutting down trees. That's probably what they did. I know the. What was it? Gut says, I know the look of Star Saber, but not the name. Had to look him up. Wasn't he the Diaclone line? No, don't think so. He was, his design was actually created by the same creator that made all the designs for Gundams. So like RX-78. Where is he? I have him over here. The lead designer that did RX-78 did the same design. He was in charge of doing the design for Star Saber. So that's really, I think it's the color scheme. It's the character too. Like he is the dude. Like if you want to watch like one of the best G1 seasons ever, go watch Victory. Victory, which came out 89, and then God Master Force before that in 88, and then the Headmasters in 87. I'm trying to think. Really between those three, and then you've got like I think it's what there's one episode of Transformers Zone which features Diatlas, but it's actually a really good episode. It's good enough episode where it's what you call it. It's kind of like a miniature movie. Like stuff really moves along fast in that. And Diatlas is an absolute beast of a character. Like he is awesome. I'm really hoping that we get a modern update for Diatlas, and I really don't want it to be a HasLab. Like, I really don't want that shit. Like, I don't think Star Saber should have been a HasLab. I think that was ridiculous, and I'm still annoyed with it. Um, and I'm hoping that we get a regular release Star Saber down the road. But yeah, in order, I would say Headmasters, then watch God, Super God Master Force, then Victory, then Zone. It's only the one episode of Zone though, and I think you can pretty much watch them all on YouTube for free. So, oh my God, with the chainsaw today. All right, so we got Rekar. Sorry, he looks super duper unique. I think that's why I wanted this set, because everybody is like super unique. Where like a lot of the original or the earlier sets, it was kind of like a lot of the same. Where you have a lot of original sculpting here. Good God, give the friggin' chainsaw a rest already. Anyway, thank you. Good grief. I swear, it's like every time I'm trying to do a live stream or I'm trying to shoot a video, either somebody's calling me, something's happening, there's a dog barking. There's always something going on, man. I can't get a certain amount of peace while I'm trying to do something. It's like constant distractions. There we go. Anyway, and I don't deal well with distractions, I guess. Yeah, I don't think Star Saber was Diaclone. Not that I remember. Somebody can please let me know. Please correct me. But I'm pretty sure he was. I don't think he was a part of Diaclone. Oh my God, that one was tough. I really like the sculpt of these boots. Those look good. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing? Put the neck piece on. There we go. And then do chest piece. Oh, actually, I do crotch piece first. There we go. There we go. And crotch and old piece. Put on your crotch. Not your swatch, but your crotch. Make sure the hips are the right way, yes. And then poppeth this on like soeth. And then you actually want to put, I want to put this on first, his little nipples. His Rekar. Why are you so nipply? Why are you so nipply? Alright, then the back piece. Man, I'm starting to get hungry. I'm getting hungry. Alright. Not a part of Diaclone according to Google. Diaclone ended in 85. Yeah, that's what I figured. But with certain releases, sometimes you never know. Like sometimes they'll bring back an old design or something like that, and you know how that goes. What is this on my foot? What are you? Oh, this is the back. Okay, I know what that is. Never mind. Oops, bumping into stuff over here. But thanks for looking that up, man. I appreciate you, especially because I was curious about that. So thanks, buddy. Shoulders. There we go. Wonder who I'm going. How many do I have left? I have 4 left. All right. We're getting through it, guys. We're getting through it. We're gonna get through it. I swear. We're gonna get this together. Together. All right. Do I want? Which side do I want? I think I want. Which side do I want? I want this on there. I believe. Yep, nope, that way. I always liked Rekar too. I always thought he was a fun character. His studio series 86 figure is amazing, by the way. There we go. My shoulders. Then we'll do some knees. What other movie did I see last night? So the fiance and I, we decided to watch a few movies, and we watched what was it, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, or Ready or Not, Here I Come 2, or I don't know how that's okay, but it's one way or another. But we watched that. That was a lot of fun to watch. Um, and then we watched Pressure, which is a World War II movie about um, D Day, but pretty much it follows around a meteorologist who's in the military, and he he had to give them the forecast for D Day. So it's a good movie. You should check it out. It was good. It doesn't that sound that's a really bad synopsis, a really bad summary for it. That sounds like, oh my god, that sounds so boring. But it's actually a really good movie, and Brendan Fraser's in it. Um, he does a really good job. He actually plays Dwight D. Eisenhower, which is pretty cool. So there we go. We're almost there. We're getting there. Let's get the face going here. So God knows how much I love doing these faces. Oh boy. Schnarf, schnarf, schnarf. There we go. Okay. It's always, I think the annoying part for me is trying to figure out which way the eyes go, which area the eyes go in. All right. Wow. There's a lot of pieces for this head. Holy Moses. I'm pretty sure that has to go like, no? Which way? Which way do you go? Whoa, my stomach is making weird ass sounds. So this has to go on top of that, like this, like that. Okay, and this goes on like this. Red piece first, I think. Oh, okay. All right. I'll just put the get your crusty ass head in there. Ah. Let me get this off. All right, I'll just try and slide it in. You're great with no instructions. Yeah, I'm doing really great right now. Oh man. I think I goofed. I put this piece on too quick. I shouldn't have done that. Why'd I do this? Oh no, why'd I do this? Try not to scratch the paint either, because that blue is all painted. Shit. Why'd I do this? I got too impatient. All right, we'll just work on something else for now. This is a little backpack. Are they like surveying for? I don't know if you guys hear the beeping out there. It sounds like they're surveying for like nuclear radiation out there. Do you guys know that you're on a nuclear fault line? Not a nuclear fault line. I don't even know if that's a thing that you can be on. I don't think it is. I think I just made that up in my head. That would be like a nuclear, like, earthquake line or something. And now, hence the dogs barking and the tapping commences. Yeah, that's right, honey. You tell him. Quiet with your ass. Quiet. I'm going to give him 2 open hands just because let's make him look a little different. Why not? There we go. And then we'll put his wheel on there. And now he's like, why don't I have a head? Where's my head? Where did my head go? I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to get it going. All right, maybe I can squeeze this head in there and just squeeze it in the whole area. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, Billy. I believe in you. Fuck. I have to get this off. Beep, 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 beep. Come on. Get off of that. There we go. Ooh, whew. That's better. All right. So let's do this first. This is why you read the instructions and you don't do what I'm doing. All right. I'm pretty sure now this goes on next, right? I am just read the instructions, Anthony. I'm just testing this out without having to read. I'm trying to do this the hard way, but I think that goes. I think this has to go like this. I gotta take this off. I think that off. That on the back of the head, like that. I'm trying to do things the most difficult way possible, as opposed to just doing them the easy way. There we go. Now put the damn head on. See? See what happens when you do things the wrong. Oh, I did things the wrong way again. You guys are laughing at me, probably. Like, oh my god, dude, what are you doing? What is this guy on today? Just put the eyes upside down. I did. I definitely did. Okay. This goes this way. There you go, balloon head. There we go. Now he actually has eyeballs. Before he didn't have his. Oh, where's my head? Okay, there it is. Oh, my arm fell off. Oh, no. There we go. Oh my god. There we go. I figured it out. And Guts helped me out. So thank you, Guts. Oh boy, he's looking. Yeah, man, this might be one of the best ones so far. Let's take a look here. Cyclonus, and he's taller. And we got Brawn, and I wish I had Warpath here, but I don't because he's missing parts, which is fantastic. There we go. So far, we got 4. We should have 5, but we're going to do the last 4. So let's get them out of the way. Looks pretty cool. I like the extra little wheel, or the wheels for Rekar. He's super unique, and also the you like the Brawn? Like that Brawn? Brawn, the quilted thicky picky upper. Oh, that's Bounty. I'm sorry. Brawny. Brawny. All right. Here's the next one. Brawn, the quilted thicky picky upper. Not trying to look at the instructions. Trying to see who's next. Get that out of here. Let's just open it up. I'm going to move that over here. I'm not going to look at it. Not looking at it. Not looking at it. Ooh, who do we get? We got. Uh-oh. I think this is the big boy. I think this is the big boy. Uh-oh. We got Scorponok. Sick. Put him over here next to my raisins. Oh, they just gave us a bag for the card. Okay. All right. You know what? I also wonder. Hold on a minute. I'm going to check. Oh, I found it. I found it. Oh, I found it. It was still on the sprue. Dude, totally found it for Warpath. Oh, yes. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to build him real quick. Oh, yes. Score. That's totally my fault. But we can build Warpath now. In all of his glory. So, Scorponok, hold on a second. We'll give him, I feel like Warpath is a closed-fisted kind of guy. We'll give him closed fist. Got this big old cone thing for his chest. And we got that. All right. Fun stuff. I knew, I was like, you know what? Maybe it was still in a bag. And it didn't fall out of the bag. Oh my God. Such a balloon head. I should have thought of that. All right. So, no, I don't have to call Blokees. They did their job. I just did not pay attention. All right. So, not their fault. My fault. Oh, boy. All right. Oh, I'm still missing some pieces here that I got to get. All right. I gotta get. There it is. Get that arm piece. Okay. All right. Pop that sucker on there. Put the chest on so it kind of holds everything tight. Oh, this guy's gonna look cool. Pretty excited that I just found that piece. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't check that. You know. All right. So this. There we go. Finish side out, and that is just gonna go like that. Beautiful, beautiful. Looking good. I'm doing this the weirdest way because I have figures all by my arms. I don't want to knock them off the shelf. So I'm like hunching over and leaning over. There we go. Almost there. Just got to put his little barrel on. Barrel of monkeys. Oh, maybe it's got to go the other way. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. And now fists, and then we're done. His big accessory is that he comes with his explosion piece for his chest, which is friggin' frackin' dope. Look at that. That's sick. I love that. That is cool. And you can take it out, obviously, but yeah, he looks great. He's a big pile of red, but he looks great. I am one big pile of red. And I love the feet with the treads. I've always liked that. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Guts. I'm glad I found it too, man. All right, let me get some of these guys out of the way here. Let's get them skadoodled. All right, so let's work on Scorponok here. So we got Rekgar over there, Scorponok over here, and I wonder if he's going to be any bigger. Now his chest piece looks to be larger. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's just go ahead and start attaching legs. He definitely looks bulkier, but I have not gotten a Titan or a combiner yet. So I'm intrigued to see what we get here. Oh, dude, it comes with like a little Starscream. Look at that. Double T, what's up, buddy? That's so cool. It comes with like a miniature little Starscream. That's so fun. That's cool. All right. Let's get the pegs and the feets. We're just building some Blokees Transformers, buddy. All right. Get those in there. And then we got a whole bunch of pieces. Let's get the crotch going. We got crotch. Crotchinal region. Plop. Plop your crotch. There we go. Where's the other crotch piece? There she is. I'm definitely getting hungry. Okay, and then we put these on here, like this, like that, like this, and that. And then we put these on, like that. Oh yeah, look at that. He's definitely gonna be like bigger, I think, like bulkier, you know. All right, let's get that neck piece. I don't know if he's gonna be necessarily taller, but he's definitely going to be bulkier. So that's fun. All right, we'll get this. And I did go, oh, that's the other one I had that I couldn't remember I had. This is a leg piece, Anthony. Good Lord. I got Ultra Magnus in a blind box the one day. And I think that's kind of what started it. Like I got Sunstreaker randomly from a Walmart the one day because it was like $4. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, if I would have got a character that, I really, really, really wanted, like I like Sunstreaker, but it's not my like, he's not like my favorite or anything. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be bulkier. Because look at how far the shoulders are sitting out. Look at that. Now, do I have to have the pegs out here for the guns? I still am holding out hope that the Titan class Scorponok drops a little bit under 190 because I would like to get him. But right now he's at like 200, 230. And I would like to get him, but for me, it's got to be the right price. Okay, let's get that going and then pop that sucker on there. And I don't know if he's going to necessarily be that much taller so far. All right, let's keep going. Let us keep going. We'll put the guns on there. Where you at? There you are. There we go. And it's an elbow. I guess we could I'm just going to grab stuff and just start jamming them on there. Just get on there already. Let's put his foot. There we go. Double, 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 double. Are you going to pop again? No. Okay. All right, you're done. Let's see here. I'm not looking forward to doing that face, but we're going to do it anyway. Double jointed knee. There we go. And now he looks like a decaffeinated Scorponok so far. He's not regular, he's decaffeinated. All right, so we got some claw situation going on here. I don't know anything about this. We're going to figure that out in a minute. I'm pretty sure that goes on his back. I'm also not just use the instructions. Damn it. All right, so this just goes on his arm. We'll get to that. So that can get moved over there with Starscream. Let's go ahead and attempt this face. All right, so first thing I want to do is, according to the instructions, because that's what I'm going to do, is, read the instructions. Let's get all this face pieces over here. And back with the chainsaw again. Awesome. I'm not seeing a face, which means I should go and check. Oh no, there's the face. Okay, I'm not used to it being one piece. I'm used to the eyeballs being one piece. All right, so is this double? Yeah, okay. Let's put this on first. I don't hear the chainsaw on my end. Oh, thank God, because it's loud as shit over here. Good. All I hear is All right, that face was actually easier because it was all one piece. I'll put his silly little head on, so he's not headless. He's not a headless horseman. And then the claws are interesting. So the claws have to go like this, then like that, I believe. No, like this. Yeah, like that. And then we take this side and plug it in. And then he should have articulated claws. That's so cool, dude. Dude, I mean, people can hate on these as much as they want, but these are fun. These are fun to just sit here and build and talk while you're doing it, you know? And if you mess up, you can fix it. Okay, what am I missing here? as here we go. Oh, these are just coverings. Okay, there we go. Just pop that on there like that, and then poppage on there like that, and then these coverings go, I believe, over that. Oh wait, no, I got to do it this way. Okay. Oh, I see. So I just messed up. Let's see how easy I can get this separated because I didn't peg this on, and this peg hole has to go onto here first. Then you have to sandwich everything around it. So, but I just got too overzealous. I couldn't help myself. Come on, don't snap a tab. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Thank God I have some sort of nails. I normally trim my nails real short. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. So proud of you. So proud of you. All right, so that's the peg that has to plug into there like that. So that's got to go like that. Then you take this sucker and then you put it on like this, like that. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That wasn't too bad. Not too shabby at oh, and I just put the arm. All right, I'm just gonna switch that. We're not gonna talk about it. 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 Shh. It didn't happen. We're not gonna mention it. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. Go to sleep. It's all right. Shh. It's all right. Go. We're not gonna work. Shh. Go back to sleep. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Doing ASMR now. All right. Flippage. Oh wait. Okay. And then poppage on toppage. Poppage on toppage. And then it's cool is you still have a peg hole here for the attachment for his arm. It happens. Yeah, I know. It was just funny though. It was hilarious. And then we got this big old thing right here. This is sick, dude. Holy Moses. And he's got like a little star scream. Where can I put him? Oh, he just sits on the floor. Okay. I thought he was gonna like attach somewhere clever. Like, oops, sorry. Take my strong hand. This is my strong hand. So yeah, he's not really that much taller, but you know that's what it is with Blokees. I think it would have been really fun if there was like a little backpack piece that they could have added here. Sorry, they could have added like a little backpack piece here with a shelf, and then you could just pop him on like this, so he looks like he's sitting on his shoulder. That would have been really cool. But he just kind of sits. I guess you could have him holding him in his hand. You could do that. He's like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing on this side of town?" Star Scream. I don't know why he's got a southern accent. Oh, what are you doing on this side of town? Doot, doot, doot. Sorry. Anyway, but that's Score for Knock right there. And then here's Warpath. So I want to say, yeah, they're pretty much like the same. But bulk, no, I guess Scorponok's like a hair taller. But he's definitely bulkier. Like he eats him. I eat you. So yeah, he's definitely bigger. We'll get back to him in a minute. We got another one. All right, here we go. We got a nutter. Nutter. Get rid of that. And there's loud chainsaws. Gotta love it. Okay, dropping stuff. Dropping shit. All right. We're not gonna look at it. We're not gonna look at it. We're not gonna talk about it. There we go. All right. Come on, 6-shot. Not 6-shot. Okay, we got Galvatron. Galvatron. And Scorponok. Galvatron, Scorponok. And there's Galvy. Doing Galvy things. I've always liked Galvatron. I always thought that, like, it made sense to upgrade him from Megatron to Galvatron. Oh, God. But I also did enjoy the fact that they separated the characters too in the comic, I believe. In a comic, I should say. I always thought that was cool too. So I was okay with either way, whether he was upgraded. But the problem with him being upgraded as Galvatron is that everybody wants Megatron, so then they just 86 Galvatron because of it. So I'm like, I'll just make him a separate character. It's fine. So there we go. Get rid of that. Adios, muchacho. And then what else do we got here? What do we got here? We've got a chest piece. We're going to put the chest piece on there. Hello, puppet. Hello, puppet. Oh, and he's got the shoulders already plugged into there. Okay, so he's going to be a little bit bulkier too then. All right, where is that neck piece? Here it is. There we go. Okay. All right, let's build. These are different feet, so we just got to plug these in because it's all new sculpt. Just plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. And get his fetuses. Where's your fetuses? There they are. Where are your fetuses? There we go. Double click the clack. Yeah, that's satisfying. I love that. There's a wreck car stuck to my arm. Okay. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna actually read the instructions this time. I know how to do the weights. I'll get all the stuff that I know how to do out of the way. That's I'm used to. You know what I think is crazy though? Like some in within the Transformers community that I noticed is that some people, and I don't know if maybe this is an old thing, a new thing. I started collecting. What was it? Like really getting into Transformers. I want to say around 2018. I collected a few characters and I read a couple stories like before that. And like growing up, I watched all the G1 stuff, but after pretty much the movie, like I didn't really watch anymore after that for some reason. I think it's mostly because my parents never really got me a lot of Transformers growing up. Um, so there's that to point out, um, but yeah, after G1, I didn't think there was really much else going on after that, and then you realize when you get older that whoa, there's some cool stuff out there, you know. There's some cool stuff, so we want to plug that in there like that. Do 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 do. But yeah, I didn't start getting into like collecting Transformers heavily until the Siege line started. And like I said, I had a few here and there. I just got like my favorite characters from when I grew up. But then that spawned into me getting more and more into the comics. And then I think the first major comic I read, the first story run I read was the whole Wrecker saga of Last Stand of the Wreckers and Sins of the Wreckers. Um, that's two of my favorite stories ever, as far as Transformers goes. And then was it a whole bunch of the IDW stuff was fun. Ooh, God, big yawn. And then I want to say, here's the shoulder pieces. That's what you want. I'm trying to see if there's any difference. Nope. And then, sorry. There we go. And then after that, I started, getting my favorite characters, and then I was like really into Siege. And then when the shows came out, I was really let down by the Netflix show. And oh, did I do it again? I did it again. I did it again because you're not paying attention. You did it again. But and then this has to go like this. Yeah, this has to go like that. There we go. Well, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get that off of him. There, put that on there, and then put this on like that. And then we'll do the swivel spinaroonie. There we go. God, that is so clean. And then when I got, more and more into, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get like some more of my favorite characters, blah 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 blah. Same old story. And then it spawned into me reading way more comics, and then backlogging onto some of the old comics that I never read. And then I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. Sorry. This has to go on the shoulder, I believe. Yeah, these go on the shoulder. And then I started getting into the Japanese stuff, and I was like, whoa, Japanese G1 is friggin' fracking amazing. Like, there's stakes on the line, there's bigger stakes on the line, and almost on a week to week basis. And oh, the dog's got yelled at again. Next Netflix show was Poop. Yeah, I was rooting for it because I love the toy line so much. Like Siege Optimus Prime holds a special place in my heart. But yeah, show not no bueno. No bueno on the show. There are some good aspects to it, but like at least Alita One got some screen time, which they don't really do with her character. Oh my god! But it's unfortunate. I wasn't really feeling the voice of Optimus Prime either. I know that I think it's like some young dude. I can't remember his name. Jason Momoa or something. I don't know. I can't think of his name. Anyway, my point is, there it is. My point is that I still like collected the line, and then I took a break from collecting Transformers once I want to say Kingdom started. I was like, like I got a couple here and there sporadically, but what really started getting me back into them was the resurgence of like the studio series stuff and the 86 stuff and the comic book stuff. When they started doing those comic packs, I was like, ooh, sign me up for some comic packs, because especially like the old Marvel run of comics. And I'm hoping that they decide to do some IDW stuff and some Skybound stuff, because I think, there's gold to be found in all three of those. you know. But all right, we got to get this very specific one on this arm for his cannon, and then the other smooth one goes on this arm. There we go. And now we're going to do the cannon. And we want to do the cannon like this, like that, and then like these, right? Yeah, we want the circle part on the bottom. Circle, circle, put your circle on. Put your circle on. All right. And you didn't pay attention and you put the circle on too fast. Anthony, what are you doing? Yeah, I'll just leave it like this, That looks great. I think that looks great. It's fantastic. And no hands either. Oh, that's not even a hole that goes there. Oh boy. You guys are seeing my true IQ potential right here. There we go. That looks great. I think it looks fantastic. What do you guys think? Looks great, just like that. Doing a bang up job here today. Oh my god. Oh no, my half a cannon fell off. Alright, I gotta split this. And it's a long peg too on the stupid hole. And I can't get to the other side of the hole either because. Come on. Oh, you know what other movie was actually pretty fun to watch? It was, what was it called? Humans Are Beautiful Creatures or something like that. It's about like a squid, right? And, or not a squid, an octopus. I think it's a squid. No, it's an octopus. An octopus. And Sally Field's in it. And it was pretty good. It's pretty fun to watch. There we go. And now we can do the squeeze test. Kapow. And then we attach thy cannon to thy arm. And then we are thy done. With the Galvatron. Galvatronus. That would have been a cool name. Galvatronus. Galvatronus. Yeah. I always like Galvatron. He's fun. He is fun. Definitely like a herald of friggin' Unicron here. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Great sculpting. Very unique. Man, he might be climbing up the ranks as far as one of the best out of this. All right, we got 2 left. Are we going to save the best for last, or is he going to be next? Let's take a vote really quick. Will I get 6 shot here? Or, I don't even remember who the hell else is in this. It's either It's either Trailbreaker or it's 6 shot. Fingers crossed. Who do you guys think it's going to be? Trailbreaker or 6 shot? With my luck, it'll be Trailbreaker. Which, nothing against Trailbreaker. I actually like Trailbreaker. But let's see what we got here. Come on, 6 shot. Actually, it'd be nice. It actually might work better if I get 6 shot last. But with my luck now, it'll be 6 shot. All right, we're gonna put that over to the side. We're not gonna look at it. Let's see what we got. And it is Trailbreaker. All right, that means the last one is going to be 6 shot. Make sure that there's nothing in the bags. Everything's there. All right. There's a mess behind me right now. Get that out of my face. All right, and there's Trailbreaker. Yeah, that is a good thing. At least there's no doubles or anything like that. All right, let's get these other cards out of here. You go over there. Let's get the hands out. Bloop and a bloop and a bloop and a bleep. Whee! Goodbye. Okay. Here we go. And we'll do this and that and this and that and a doodle-dee. There we go. All right. Yeah, I am thankful that there's no doubles, which is great. So you're guaranteed no doubles, because I already got doubles before, and I was like, ugh. I mean, they're still fun to put together, but come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. What you doing? Crotch piece going in the wrong way. All right, put those up there. And then there's that. We do this like that like this like that, and that. Okay. Then we'll put the arm sickles on to there. And then the chesticles, sickles. Chestis nickels. Chestis nickels. Chesticles. 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 I don't know what I'm talking about here. Jesus. All right, where's your foot? There's your foot. Yeah, I always like Trailbreaker. He's a fun one. Trailbreaker, Trailbreaker, Trailbreaker. What if I talk like that all the time? Trailbreaker. Would you guys still be my friends? You know. Hi guys. My name's Trailbreaker. Trailbreaker here. All right. There we go with that. And there is no special side to this. This might be the least detailed figure so far out of all of them, which is, it's not really surprising, but not really not, a little unfortunate. But I guess Trailbreaker does have a more simple design. So I guess it's not all that surprising, All right, put that on. And we'll put this on like so. And then we're going to put this on like so. And make sure the little finished side is sticking out wide. And then there we go with that. And that looks fabulous. Fabuloso. And then we'll pop that in there. And then we'll pop that in there. And then we pop that in there. And then we pop this in here. And then we pop that in there. And then we pop this in there. And then, okay. Just gotta calm it down. Okay. Gotta calm it down. You gotta calm it. Is it clipped on there? Okay. I guess it's just frictioned. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Which way do you want to go? Which way do you want to go? Okay, this is on wrong then. No? Why you no go on? Hurry up and buy. No, we're still not going on. Why are you not sliding on, sir? Why you no slide? Come on. Just get in there. Get on the thing. It's not like it's not going. Why are you? What the hell is going on here? Is the groove not matched up? That's correct. Come on. Come on, little Billy. You can do it. No, it doesn't go in that way. It's got to go this way. But it's like the plastic. Maybe the plastic's warped? Let me try and fit it in like that and then squeeze it in like a this. Yeah. Shouldn't have to force it. No. Yes, no. The other side went in so smooth. Schmoove. It went in so schmoove. Instructions. Damn those instructions to hell. All right. Usually they just slide right on. This should not be taking this long. All right, what am I doing wrong? Let's listen to logic and reasoning here, which is pretty much dem guts. Yeah, it's just supposed to slide over. It's just not sliding. You no slide. What the hell? Why you no slide? Slide it on in there. Okay, I guess that's it. All right. All right. I guess that's it. Doesn't feel right though. Yeah, it's supposed to go over there. I think there's warping on the plastic. All right, we're just gonna do that. There we go. I mean, it's not falling off or anything. If it was like falling off, I'd be worried about it. But it just felt like it had to go down another tier. But I guess they're just supposed to sit higher. Okay. Oh boy. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. Let's see. Put your fist on your face. There we go. And give me that. And put it on here, like so. There we go. Hi-yo, the Dario. Hi-ho, the Dario. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Give him 2 fisticles. Which is weird because the on the card it actually shows him with gray hands. Oh, that's probably these. Oh, I'm such a bonehead. Oh my god, I'm a bonehead. I'm a bonehead. Because he comes with this stuff. Which is cool. And this plugs into here. Like so. And then we gotta do the face now. Oh my god. Doesn't look that bad though. Put that on, and then put the back piece on, and I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. And put your head on, and then we're gonna put your little rockets on your back. And actually, that looks pretty cool. And then we'll put your hand back on because you need a hand. That looks pretty cool. I quite like that. Make sure his foot is. There we go. I knew it. I knew it to be true. There we go. Oh, his foot leg came off. Okay, there we go. There's Trailbreaker. Yeah, pretty nice. I mean, he's probably the most bland looking, but he's got some cool attachments right here, which is cool. He's got like missiles and like a rocket launcher. He's got like a hose hand, big old hose hand. Pretty cool. Very nice. All right, so that's Trailbreaker, and we got some extra parts, so we'll just scoot those over the side and get his little card and move it over there. And now we're gonna move on to the last one. Oh my god! Get that crap out of my face. Get that crap out of my face. The War Machine of Transformers. Yeah, good call there. All right, well, the cat's out of the bag with this one. Oh, he's got 3. Oh, God, he's got 3 bags. My stomach is not happy with me. It's like, you need to eat. You need to eat. Here's my boy, Stick Shot. He's my favorite villain. Out of Transformers. And I think he is so cool. Love him. Love my Stick Shot. And then he becomes Great Shot. And then he's also featured in Victory. So, yeah. And he's actually a part of a whole like clan of 6-changers, multi-changers. And they kind of like go throughout, the galaxy and do their own thing kind of. Is pretty cool. That's why, the multi-changers are some of the cool. We don't get nearly as much multi-changers as we should. I know, they're more difficult to do, but they're so cool. They're so fun. And Six Shot is one of the absolute best and one of the most unique because he's got 6 different modes. Really 7 technically if you count some like fan modes and stuff like that. But I've always liked Six Shot. He's friggin' awesome. I was like, whoa, that is one of the coolest designs I've seen for a friggin' Transformer. Samurai Global, what is up? Good afternoon to you too. What is up, brother? We're just finishing up on the making this Blokees wave here, and yeah, I'm just talking about Six Shot. And we're gonna put his legs together now, and I'm really excited to have this Six Shot. I am also hoping that we get a new Six Shot because the last time we got a Six Shot was friggin' Titan's Return. Like, why? Why is it taking so long to make that? Him and Overlord should both have figures by now. I mean, you can make them, make Six Shot a leader class and Overlord a commander class, and that works. I think that works well. So I don't know what Hasbro's doing. They're, instead of making the 10 trillionth of double of whoever the hell, give us a Six Shot and give us a Overlord, please. Please. And hurry up. Hurry up, damn it. I'm sick of waiting. To be honest with you, they should have came out years ago with a Six Shot and an Overlord, but that's just my opinion. I think they are very popular characters, and you're besmirching their don't besmirch them, okay? They don't like to be besmirched, all right? No besmirchment around here, okay? Anyway, what do you guys think about Six Shot? What do you guys think about Overlord? Or are you guys just like kind of like more so of the traditional like G1 stuff? Because I think Six Shot came in Headmasters, and he killed. Spoiler alert! He killed Ultra Magnus. He took him down. But he's kind of like he's got like a code like Carnivac does. That's why I like Carnivac so much too. Is that he has a code of honor, and he likes to fight fair, which is cool. And I should probably read the instructions because you're not doing that. All right, because I feel like there's a lot of different parts on him, and I should know what those parts do before you just do them. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of this. We got some hinges here, and you want the finish side going out, so that little bit of detail, and you just clip it on. Just gonna clip it on, just like that. And then these are his little like wings that can. Oh no, maybe on this one it's not gonna. Oh no, they fold in. Oh wait, hello. Whoa, hello. Easy there, Susan. Yeah, there we go. You gotta make sure it's really clipped in there. So there you go with that. All right. And those are his shoulders. This is his face plate. Where's the chesticle piece? Here it is, right here. This is what you want. Now, make sure that this piece goes on right. You want this kind of detail right. Whoa, hello. You want that. Make sure that that little piece in the middle is on the top, and you just plug that in like that. And then we'll do the face dead last. All right, we'll make it special. Make it extra special. Put your shoulders on, sir, because you can't have arms without a shoulder. Whoa, hello. Sorry. My Silverbolt video has premiered. Oh, sweet. Sweet. I probably should have waited to premiere it, but it's okay. Because people are either going to watch this or they're going to watch that. Oh, well. All right, backpack. Which way does the backpack go? I don't think it matters. No. maybe. Let me take a look. Trying to see which, yeah, this side. So you want the smaller side to go on the top, this little one. See that little hinge and how fat that bigger hinge is? You want this to go up there. Up there. Up there. I don't know why I said up there like that. And then just plug it in, doesn't matter. Plug it in, plug it in. Just like that. Just like that. And just like that. Just like that. Finish side out. And finished side out like that. And then double joint those knees with the fetuses. Whoa. What was that? It's just, I don't know. So what the hell that was? It scared the shit out of me, though. That just scared the ever-loving shit out of me. Did you guys hear that? I don't know what that was, but it scared the shit out of me. A big-ass slam. Which way does this want to go? Let's go that way, right? Yes. All right, then the wheel goes on, and the wheel goes on. And then this goes on like that. There we go. Okay. Good job. Good job. And then this goes that way. Opposite end. And then this goes that way. I don't know. Let me know. Do you guys hear that pound? That big slam? It was loud as shit. It like shook the friggin' floor. I don't normally get scared really quick, but like, holy shit, that was shook my ass. I got shook. I was like, oh. Woodman, what's going on, buddy? We're just finishing up on 6-shot here. And there's a little head. Getting better at the heads. All right, we'll put his head on last, like I said. Double T, guts! And you want that side. I guess it doesn't really frickin' matter, you know. Frickin' matter. This is... Whoa! Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. And that slides in like that. It usually clicks in place. That's why I was pushing. I didn't mean to push that hard. Because that popped in. And this, I guess, side is not popping in. Come on. Come on. There we go. See, that side popped in. For some reason, this one didn't. Oh, well. Okay. Well, it's on there. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. So where... Okay, these are the dark gray hands. Okay. So for him, he's going to get 2 fists. And let's not put the right on the left and the left on the right. Let's put the proper hands on there. There we go. And put your shoulder on there. And the head. And he is completed. This is oof. Between him and Scorponok, because he's got like hinges right here. You can like bow those out. Gee whiz, he's friggin' awesome. We need more 6-shot figures. Somebody do some more. Ugh. There is a knockoff out there that's actually really good. I want to get that one. I might try and get that this week. But yeah, dude. Oh my god. Look how cool he is. It's like the Marauders, but with Transformers. Yeah. And very blockish looking. But these are fun, man. This is building all of these. Let me bring the rest of the wave in. And they come with like little cards. You can do all the stats on the back and all that. Find us and enjoy more. Okay, let's bring the whole crew in here and I will rank them all. And then we will be on our way. Because I got to eat something. I'm freaking starving. Starving like Marvin. All right, we'll bring Cyclonus in there. And then we'll bring Trailbreaker. And Rekar is a really good one. And then, what else do we have? Warpath. And Scorponok. That comes with like a little. He comes with a little Starscream. Put him back there. Rekar over there. And then friggin' Brawn that comes with a drill hand. It's amazing. And also, Warpath comes with a big old blast effect, which is awesome. So, yeah, very unique. I think they focused more so on these newer waves with the uniqueness of each one. I want to say each of these. Gut says Cyclonus is my least favorite look out of the bunch, but they all look great. Yeah, I think I would agree. He's a little. I want to say compared to the rest, he's a little bland. Um, but he still does have like these unique pauldrons and a unique little like backpack sculpt, which is nice. But yeah, I definitely understand that he is definitely probably the blandest. And like here's the difference between the old ones and just height, because now they have double jointed knees and like their smoke screen, and you can see even Braun is taller than him. So this is like wave 1 or 2, I think, or something like that. It's one of the earlier waves. But and then you look at like even Hook, and Hook is smaller. So and these guys are usually on display stand, so they'll be around their height on a display stand. But yeah, so we don't get display stands anymore with them, I guess. But we are getting double jointed knees, and they're varying in height now. So I mean that's a nice improvement. I want to say they took away a stand to improve articulation, range of motion, and even give you better sculpts. You more unique sculpts for each one, as opposed to just kind of getting the status quo with each one, with maybe like a new chest piece, and that's about it. And then I mean most of the hands are all reused anyway, but because they come with like these open hands and the closed gripping hands for like guns and stuff. But and that's fine. I think that's why they're able to keep the cost down on these figures so much because of that. Um, and that's how they're able to stay at like $4 or $5 a piece. On top of that, they are blind bags too. So I mean, you're not paying for a whole lot of crazy packaging and stuff like that for these guys, and I think that also helps keep the cost down with plastics as well. And on top of that, these are sprued kits that you have to put together. So there's no extra manufacturing costs other than producing the item and throwing it in a bag, and sealing the bag, and that's about it. So I don't know. I kind of prefer it this way. Keep it low cost and just give us like unique sculpts, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that. You know. Um, so I don't know. These are just fun. They're if you got a couple hours to kill some time, they're fun to do. But let me go through my ranking now. I want to say, ooh, oh, something fell. I don't know. Oh, it's an instruction. Um, I'll go least favorite to most favorite, and I'm gonna try and be as objective as possible. Um, I don't know. I want to say I was going to pick him up. I'll go with Cyclonus as probably my least favorite, even though I do enjoy him. And he's got a really awesome, unique head sculpt and some other parts, and like even the chest pieces looks unique, stuff like that, like the arms, the legs. It's just something about Cyclonus, his color scheme. It kind of like it blends in with like Galvatron and even Scourge. Like it blends in too much. I think that's my only thing. Obviously, he's very unique looking, but it's his color scheme that doesn't grab me. I don't think it ever has. But as far as the figure goes, also, um, I don't know. I almost don't want to put him this low. I almost was gonna pick him up and be like, yeah, but he does have this unique chest piece. But I mean, he is a pile of red. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just put him as my least favorite Warpath, even though he does come with this like cool blast effect and all that stuff. That's really cool. But there's just not a lot of like paint on him. It's just kind of sculpted red plastic, and that's it. There's a little bit of like extra details right here, but that's it. Everything else is sprued or applied with plastic, and that's it. So I retract my previous statement. I would put him here. Then I'll put Cyclonus next. Then probably Trailbreaker. Even though he does come with these like pretty cool attachments and stuff like that. I don't know. It's he just Trailbreaker. I think to me has always had a better looking alt mode than a robot mode, and then this shoulder pad for some reason, or this shoulder armor keeps riding up and it's not sitting well. So I don't know. Maybe that did it for me too. But the Autobot symbol looks pretty good. I don't have any issues or anything like that. But he's just kind of yeah. Now we're starting to get into the hard part. I gotta go with Braun next. I like this Braun, but I just don't think he compares to the other four as far as like super unique stuff. Like he's got like the drill hand and the unique backpack and stuff like that. And each one of them, all of them, have a unique sculpt to their legs and stuff like that as far as the fronts go. But I don't see him comparing to the rest of these guys. And I also kind of wish that they would have put him on the old body and not given him double jointed knees. I think he would have, because Braun is kind of supposed to be small. I would assume that he would be around the same size as Smokescreen. I mean, I guess he kind of is close. Well, I guess he's on the stand, but he would be shorter if he's off the stand. So yeah, see, look at the difference there. So yeah, I actually would have maybe preferred if he was on this older body, but I'm not going to complain about getting a new body or anything like that. So I'd put Braun there, and then we'll go with. Ooh, this is really tough. Ooh. Oh my god. I'll probably go with Galvatron next. Um, he's obviously in the top three. There's not really too much to say about him. A lot of uniqueness to his sculpt. Really good range of motion, paint detail. I love the cannon, the way that it's set up. I even love that the fact that we had to plug on these little like shoulder pieces, which is cool. I don't know. He looks great, but I just think that there's three that are better than him. So we'll just move him over there. All right. So next, I would probably, and now this is getting really tough here because these I think, are definitely the three to get out of the whole thing. I'll probably go with Rekar next. I really like the uniqueness of him. His chest looks great. The fuel canister for his back for his bike mode. The wheels on him, the color they got perfect. The face sculpt with the mustache and the goatee looks great. Oh, he really stands out on a shelf from the rest of your Transformers, I think. Really great. So yeah, I'd put him there. Now this is the toughest one. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Scorponok next, and this is I'm trying to be as objective as possible, and there's a reason why. I You're giving me a Scorponok, but he's too short. Like if anybody should have had some sort of uniqueness to him, it should have been like make him a little taller. Like I don't even care if it's like up here, but he should be taller. He's shorter than Six Shot. That should not be happening. Not with Scorponok. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But he is super duper unique. He comes with like a little minifigure, which is funny. Um, I don't know if I have the cojones to paint that, but pretty cool there. I'm almost wondering if there's like an extra feature. I wish that you could put him somewhere and he would just stay. I mean, I guess you could put him like right there and call it a day. But yeah, it's awesome. The claws articulate, which is pretty cool. He's just too short. And I know he's a Blokees figure, but I mean they actually made this whole wave taller than the older figures, so I don't see why they couldn't do that here. You know, so but the armature is really cool. I love the guns, how that you can rotate them. Yeah, pretty cool. I like him. I like him quite a bit, but I don't think he's better, objectively speaking, than Six Shot. I don't think anybody is. And that's kind of why I really wanted to get this wave. So I was guaranteed to get a Six Shot. He comes with two guns. He comes with articulated wings, which is really cool. Um, the chest is also articulated with the wings, which is friggin' phenomenal. So if you really want to get him into other poses, you can move the wings and have him double shooting like that. He looks like Six Shot. The face sculpt looks great. Like I said, my favorite Decepticon of all time. Love him. Absolutely love it. The chest is in multiple pieces also. We only saw that with a couple figures. We saw that with Rekar, him, and I believe was that it? Rekar, him. Well, it wasn't Galvatron. Yeah, it was just those two that had multiple chest pieces, which is pretty cool and unique looking. So, yeah, I think they really did a bang up job on him, and I think he's the best out of the wave. So I would go bang, 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 bang. Bada bing, bada boom. I put him next to Galvatron, and then Warpath. Put Warpath over here so you can't see him. You can't see Warpath now. There you go. So yeah, I don't know. This was a lot of fun to do. I know this has been a way longer video, but I was also building these live. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's see. What do you guys have to say? This is my least favorite look of the bunch, but they all look great. These look great. Braun was my first Transformer. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, my first Transformer that I can remember was G1 Optimus Prime. Um, and then Skids, and then it was I never had like Six Shot, or I never had like the majority of. I didn't have a lot of Transformers growing up. My parents just never really bought. They were mostly buying me cheaper figures. I think Transformers are a little bit more expensive than like Joe's and what you call it, Turtles at the time, and so I never really got into Transformers. Good Lord. Other than watching the show. So like I had like a Optimus Prime, I had Skids, I had I'm trying to think who the hell else I had. I never had like a Megatron or anything like that. I didn't have any Decepticons, I don't think. I'm trying to really rack my brain here and think. But yeah, I only had like a handful, maybe like 5 to 10 figures, if that. If that. Um, but yeah, Optimus Prime was my first. Couldn't afford them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Couldn't afford them. They were too expensive, and my parents probably didn't want me getting into a bunch of toys that were too expensive, at the time. Um, so, and we got most of our toys from like Gold Circle and stuff like that. So I think when I found Optimus Prime, he was at a Gold Circle on sale, on deep discount. And then Skids, I actually got for a birthday present. And then I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, and then later on, I didn't really start buying Transformers until like around 2000. Oh boy, yeah, like 2013 was my first Transformer since the 80s, and then I bought some third-party stuff, which you can see in my old video library. I bought um, some third-party stuff, and then I got in. That's when I started getting into like reading like Last Stand of the Wreckers. I think the MMC Spartan was my first third party figure. I still have them. I don't think I'll ever sell them because I think that figure's a friggin' masterpiece. But yeah, um, yeah. Then I started getting into it more and more, and then Siege came along, and I was like, okay, this is where I could start from scratch because I didn't have a lot of Transformers growing up. I didn't pick up. I didn't pick up till the Netflix series. Yeah, that was the Siege line. That's what got me back into them. Yeah, yeah. The Siege line really got, I think, a lot of people into collecting Transformers, which is great. You got a lot of new collectors and stuff like that. Um, and like I had a couple like reveal the Shield figures that I randomly would come across at like toy shows when I was younger. Or if I saw one like at a store, I'd be like, "Oh, there's Jazz. I have to get Jazz. Like I can't say no to Jazz." Or there's Skids. I had alternator Skids, and I don't know where he is now. Um, there are certain characters that I would pick up, but I wasn't like into it, like more so I am today and have been since like I started reading the comics again. Um, but yeah, I want to say that the Siege line started for me. I kind of fell off, like I said earlier, with Kingdom. Wasn't a big fan of the Kingdom line. I was like, it's mostly Beast Wars stuff, and I'm not really a Beast Wars person. I have a couple Beast Wars figures because I think certain character designs look great. I don't really like any of the lore or anything like that. I think some of the names are too on the button, too on the nose for the character, and I don't think that I don't know. There's certain other successors that I think would have made more sense for a successor, and I don't know. I don't know what it is with Beast Wars. I would have to make like my own video breaking down why I'm not a big Beast Wars person. But I know there's a lot of people out there that like it, and that's fine. I'm not saying that you have to like anything, but I'm just saying it's not really for me. But anyway, I digress. Oh God, aliens are falling over. Uh, I digress. Let me see if you guys have any other questions or anything like that. But if not, I will end the stream here. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It's free to do. Helps out the channel a lot. and I appreciate you all for it. And if you want to become a channel member, you can just hit the join button if you want to. Um, I'm doing a giveaway, so keep an eye out for that. I did do the giveaway rules. I guess I'll just reiterate them here. All you have to do is go on my giveaway video, which was I think less than a week ago. I did a live stream, and all you have to do is like that video, comment on it, and be subscribed, and that's it. And there's two different sets of prizes. Like I said, I'm giving a Blokees Transformers figure away, and with a Night Viper. And one set will go to subscribers, and one set will go to a channel member. So there's that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So thank you, I appreciate you, man. And like I said, I only have like a few. I got this whole wave, and then I got an Ultra Magnus, Smokescreen, Hook, and Tarn, and Jetfire. That's it. That's all I have pretty much. So everything you see here plus those. So maybe about 15 figures, if that. And I don't know how much more. I mean, if they ever make a Star Saber, I'll probably get those. But these are just fun little figures to kill some time with. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to Dem Guts. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out with me, talking with me. I appreciate you, buddy. Um, Thank you to Woodman29 and Terry Turner for sorry, I can't talk. Thank you to Woodman29 and to Terry Turner for being continued channel members, and thank you for the support. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you very much. Samurai Global, thanks for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate you, brother. And see if there's anybody else in the stream that I maybe missed. Nope. Okay. All right. So that'll be it for the day. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Like I said, thanks for hanging out with me for so long. And yeah, that'll be it for me. Hope you guys have a great day. Play with your toys, have fun, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.